Bye. Cancer, hello, beautiful. We love Cancer. You're the 69. So Cancer, you're 69. We've not even turned your card over, and we have another 69 here. Here we go. It's Libra. Of course, Cancer new moon on Monday with the nodal shifts of Tories, Tories? Are the Tories the Conservatives? Does that mean anything to you? Of Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node, moving into Aries North Node and Libra South Node from a Western astrological perspective. So Libra, awaken, originate. You may wish to watch the Libra reading and embrace those energies, and that's even before we turned over your card. It may be that you need to embrace the Libra energies. Libra's air, your water. Maybe you need a bit of lightheartedness with the strong, intense, homely energies that's going on. Maybe you need to do a bit of sidestepping dancing or sidestepping movement and actually feel like a crab. Start feeling like you're in your own skin. So what have we got for you, Cancer? Oh, beautiful. Cancer brings the rebirth. It brings the 16. Turn it around into 61 because we're experiencing you from the energetic lenses of perception and experience. And what we found out that normally things tend to be in a very simplistic, from a very simplistic conceptualization, it's backwards, the opposite. So from a physical, tangible experience, it was 16 would be 61, which is self-love, and we can bring ourselves into very nurturing, gentle tarot moments of change and transformation through self-love and self-nurturing. Which, Cancer, you're very wonderful. You're the mother energy. You're very wonderful at mothering and nurturing others. Do you give yourself the same acknowledgement and the same respect? For the majority of you, we'd like to say yes, because you're coming up with this amazing, sizzling, life force sun energies. And at a new moon, it's when the sun and the moon are exactly adjacent to each other, next door to each other, on top of each other, because it's the sun, it's the earth in between. No, because that's a full moon when the sun, with the earth's in between the sun and the moon, then you can't see the moon. There's something going on weird there, because we know that's not the case, because that's when the sun's opposing the moon, and that's when you get a full moon. So we're getting some real disconnections going on now in the mental body. There's incoherence going on. But you don't need to have coherence. So how are you feeling? Are you having some incoherent moments, feeling a bit vague? Just embrace your sun life force energies. So how do we embrace the sun life force energies? The life force energy, what keeps us alive? Breathing, our breath keeps us alive. So keep yourself nurtured with your breath. Bring yourself back to your Cancer, the ruler of the chest area, the breath and the stomach. Put your hand on your forehead can be really nurturing, but you may wish to also, I know we find it really soothing, having our hand on the bottom of our stomach, just below our belly button. Do you need to get out into the sun a little bit? Put on some organic, chemical-free sun cream. Make your own. Maybe you don't need a high factor. Coconut oil is a factor 6. I think avocado is quite a good factor. Always take self-accountability, self-responsibility, do your own research. If you go out in times when the sun's not very strong, do you need to get sun on all of your skin to get the melatonin kicking in? Good sun gazing, sunrise sun gazing, or sunset sun gazing. I always do research on that as well. And if you've never done it before, just start doing tiny little bits at a time and start at sunset or sunrise, because otherwise the sun might be too intense for you. Change the way the light refractions in your brain and access in your pineal gland. Sun, life force energy, sigil the sun. The sun card in tarot is Leo energies, and Leo actually came up massively at the start. And Leo, if you read the chart all together, so your blind spot is Gemini, and your future, your destination where you're going, and baby steps is Leo, and your opposite is Capricorn. So Leo, Gemini, and Capricorn. Actually, because we did say about Sagittarius, and this is really interesting because when we started on the box opening, this is exactly what we were talking about. So if you're here, you're the middle pointy down the bottom. Hold on, we've got a pen here. If you're this bit here in the middle of the tripod, then your blind spot is the previous sign, which is Gemini. If we do this one, it might be a bit better in colour. It's Gemini. The next one going around your chart is Leo, and your opposite is Capricorn. And so this tripod, the triangular tripod, is where you get your strength from as well, the triangular bit on the bottom of the tripod. So this has got 2 cards for Sagittarius come out. So Sagittarius energies, which actually is Sagittarius is the opposite of Gemini, and Gemini is your blind spot. So Sagittarius, Gemini together, rather, if Gemini is your blind spot on its own, getting Sagittarius and Gemini together, where's your Sagittarius energies in your chart? Where's Gemini, Aries in your chart? What's happening in house 3 of your chart? What's happening in house 9 of your chart? Now, if you don't know your natal times, or even if you do know your natal times, it's irrelevant. You can look at your natal chart, which you need your times for if you want to look at the houses, but you can look at your present day chart, like rather than looking at our natal chart, which for us is like the anchoring in energetics from the cosmos and to the earth and quantum entanglement. It's about the present. It's about the present. So where do you live now? Type that into a search engine, and that gives you a free astrological chart. We tend to do astrosync.com, and type that in, and type it in. So find out what time the new moon is for you on Monday. It could be Sunday, it depends, or it could be Tuesday. Depends where you are on the earth. But if it's Monday evening here, in some places it's going to be forward, and in some places it's going to be backwards. So it's more than likely going to be Monday or Tuesday for you, because even if it's 12 hours backwards, which tends to be the most, if you're in Australia, you go backwards 12 hours, don't you? And that's like the longest period of time. If it's 7 in the evening, that would take you to the morning of the same day. So it's more than likely going to be Monday or Tuesday. Find out the time in your area of the new moon, type that into like astrosync.com or something, and that will give you your natal, that will give you the present day chart of the new moon in your area, and it'll give you the house numbers, and that'll be how it's affecting your, from our Shintosai astrological perspective. What we do will give you a focus on the present moment, on now, of what to do. And then you can also type in your natal chart and your birth time and your birth town, and you can get a transits thing to see where the transits are going and see what alignment takes place. But definitely check out the Sagittarius reading. Got the 2 cards there. Check out we won't talk about Sagittarius and the Galactic Center a lot as well. What are your thighs like? What's your thighs, your liver, your sacrum? Maybe connect in with them, do some chatting with them before going to sleep in your dream time. Gemini and your Capricorn. So let's read the poem. I don't think we've read the poem yet, have we? Maker of all things, force of warmth, melting ice to release physical existence. Imbued with being, the life creating light that shines and shifts. This nomadic force fights to remain in flux, fluid and flowing. To step with the sun is to sail the cosmic sea and be as light and alive as a precious jewel pinned upon the rolling sky above. Yeah, this new moon and these nodal shifts, they may feel intense, but on a whole, we think this is going to be really beneficial energetics that you can choose to harness it in or not. Go for it. Yeah, your choice. Do whatever you wish to do. But if you're feeling like you're wanting change, 6 minus 1 on a contraction brings you to 5, which is the number of change, which brings freedom. Your opposite is 14, added together makes 5. Aries is 5, which is on the nodal shift that's happening at the moment. Above you with Virgo, it's a double 5. What's going on with all these energies in your chart? 7 minus 2 is 5. You're surrounded. Above, your diagonal and your left are all 5s. You're surrounded with 5 in all directions. You're surrounded with change in all directions. So it might feel weird, because change can feel weird, but you've got the sun energies. From a lot of people's perspectives, the sun is the center of the universe. The planets rotate around the sun, whereas the earth, the moon, rotates around the earth. So it's a new beginnings in your sign on Monday evening. So Sunday to Monday, Monday and Tuesday, if it at all possible, whenever we've got strong energetics going on, and we feel that the full moon or the new moon is going to impact us a lot, we will give ourselves the 3 days off. We will give ourselves the 3 days over the full moon or over the new moon. So it'll be the dark moon, the new moon, and the day after. And if we do stuff and we get it done and it's easy flowing, awesome. But if we just need to lay there and be still or breathe or have a really long bath, Epsom salts, or watch stuff, we just do whatever it is we need to do over those few days and period of time, because for us, when there's really strong energies, it can just be too intense. So if you're able to, allow yourself to have a break over that time. But the energies are just so magical for you, Cancer. And everyone has Cancer in their chart, which means this is magical for everyone in connection to how Cancers relate in your chart. So we've already brought in all the 5s of Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces, Aries, both Sagittariuses. So yeah, awesome, Cancer. Thank you for allowing us to swim through the potential energetics through your lenses of experience, energetic lenses of experience and perception. We really enjoy the potential that's going on there. Thank you, Cancer. And so Capricorn, hey Capricorn, how are you doing? How are you doing? Are you relaxed? What have we got for you? Oh no, we have set for you as well. Experiencing through your lenses, energetic lenses and senses of perception. So we welcome that in. Oh, this was the whole one that came up a little ago. There was so much that came out for number 14. There's a short on this one as well. The daily Liffruma short on our Zanoni channel. So 14, Capricorn. What does the number 14 mean to you? Can you remember back to the age of 14? How did you feel when you were 14? What type of things did you like doing when you were 14? Were 14 fun times? What were your friends like? What foods did you like? Did you like going into the woods when you were 14? We've got some wood trees here. Did you find the woods a bit eerie and daunting? We've got like what looks like chrysalises here.